Improve bone density, strength, balance, and overall longevity with OsteoStrong Hickory. Call 828-270-0918.
Good evening and welcome into the Tuesday, November 18th edition of the WHKY News. I'm Rob Eastwood. Topping our news tonight, the Catawba County Sheriff's Office has confirmed immigration agents are planning to come to Catawba County. Major Aaron Turk of the Sheriff's Office told WHKY this afternoon that the Sheriff's Office has received information that Customs and Border Patrol intends to conduct operations in the Hickory area this week. The Sheriff's Office will not be involved in the operations. Border Patrol agents have been in North Carolina since Saturday. Published reports state that more than 200 people have been arrested in the Charlotte area. Check our website, WHKY.com, for updates on this story. Talks continue about the possible merger of the three Catawba County school systems. WHKY's Ariana Mack was joined by Hickory City Schools Board of Education members Sarah Temple and Roger Young.
We as a school board are concerned just about our kids and about some of the services that they receive and whether or not some of the same services if they'll be able to be performed in the same manner as they are in one system as they are in the smaller systems. Sarah and I have talked a lot that there's an intimacy to a smaller school system that allows us to be able to react to student needs better, quicker, and we're concerned about losing some of that local control in a larger system. We also, there's an identity that both the Newton Conover City Schools and Hickory City Schools and Catawba County Schools have as well, and there's some concern that some of that identity may be lost as well.
School board member Sarah Temple added the concerns about funding at the state level.
Well, a lot of the funding at the state level is based on the LEA or the school system. So for example, every school system will be funded certain positions or certain allocations because they're a school system. So currently with 3 school systems, we get 3 of certain allocations. 3 because we have 3 school systems. If we merge down to 1, that allocation would also be 1. So there would be loss of positions and loss of funding because of the fact that we're not our own school system anymore.
Roger Young, school board member, added this for students, parents, and teachers during this time of the merger.
At this point, the merger conversation is a consideration at the county commission level. There's no set date for a decision on this, but I would urge parents of students in all 3 of the systems to ask questions of their administrators, ask questions of their school boards, ask questions of the county commissioners. That's one of the things that we heard that came out of the informational sessions that were around the county in October. There were just a lot of unanswered questions, specifically that parents and teachers had in regards to what a merger would look like. And I think it's imperative that if this discussion is to move forward, that there's some type of plan and consideration given to many of the questions that are being asked by the public.
As of this report, Hickory City School Board has requested a comprehensive study on what the merger could truly look like and all of the numbers. Stay tuned to WHKY for this developing story. I'm Ariana Mack reporting for WHKY.
Thanks, Ariana, and thanks to Sarah and Roger for joining us. A wildfire in Avery County grew to more than 100 acres today. As of early this afternoon, the North Carolina Forest Service reported the fire was 50% contained. Multiple emergency crews responded to the fire that began on Monday. Officials said the blaze started in the Elk Valley community, not far from Banner Elk and Beech Mountain along Highway 194. The fire had expanded to 120 acres as of early this afternoon. Multiple fire departments as well as Avery County Emergency Management and the North Carolina Forest Service responded to the scene working to contain the flames. More than 2 acres burned in a woods fire in Iredell County. According to the Iredell Free News, Troutman Fire and Rescue personnel, along with the North Carolina Forestry Service, were dispatched to a grass and woods fire on the Barium Springs property. They were dispatched shortly after 10:30 a.m. Monday. The published report says arriving units found a large area burning adjacent to a construction site. The fire was being fed by strong winds. The Monticello Volunteer Fire Department responded with an additional brush truck, and construction crews used heavy equipment to knock down burning trees. The fire was placed under control shortly after 11:30 a.m. Monday with a little over 2 acres burned. Firefighters remained on the scene for several more hours, hitting hot spots and overhauling the area. According to reports, the fire was caused by a controlled burn that got out of control. The Burke County Board of Commissioners met Monday to receive an update on the status of the property at 8123 George Hildebrand School Road, owned by New Beginnings Church. This update follows an April 10th quasi-judicial hearing in which the commissioners upheld a prior order requiring that all residential use of the property cease due to numerous life safety violations. At that time, a grace period was granted to allow the church to seek funding and present a viable plan to bring the building into compliance with code. At Monday's meeting, the board was informed that substantial progress had been made, with approximately 4 of the 8 units being compliant with the minimum North Carolina building code. In recognition of the progress, the board voted to grant the project an extension through March 31st of next year. In today's crime report, a man has been charged in connection to the theft of a tractor, and a Lincoln County man has been charged with indecent liberties in Catawba County. In local sports, Jason Savage has good news for LR football players who have earned conference awards. In community focus, we will have news regarding an area hospital earning a high safety grade and a preview of an upcoming winter carnival. We are on over-the-air TV every weekday at 5:30 and 10 p.m. on channel 14.2, and now on the WHKY YouTube channel, also at 10 o'clock every weeknight on the WHKY Facebook page. We're also in multiple cable systems, including Compass in Morganton. I'm Rob Eastwood, and this is the WHKY News.